Parlons Français Ensemble.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into something, well, incredibly practical. It's all about empowerment in a situation you might actually face.
Exactly. Less theory, more real-world tools.
Our mission is to equip you with the key language to handle health situations if you find yourself in a French-speaking place.
Which can feel quite daunting if you're not prepared.
Totally.
Yeah.
So have you ever imagined being abroad, maybe feeling a bit under the weather, and just wishing you knew exactly how to say what's wrong?
Mm-hmm. It happened.
Well, our source today is a French lesson focused precisely on that. We're going to pull out the most vital vocabulary, some key grammar, and even a few cultural tips.
And it's amazing how just a few phrases can make such a huge difference to your confidence and, frankly, your comfort level.
Yeah.
This isn't just about memorizing words. It's about understanding how to communicate when it really, really matters, getting that basic support.
Okay, so let's dive straight into those building blocks.
Yeah.
The essential vocabulary for health that our source highlights. First up, the person you need.
Le médecin.
Let's hear that again slowly. Le médecin. That's the doctor, obviously crucial.
Absolutely fundamental.
And where might you go? Maybe even for some initial advice or to get what the doctor prescribed. That would be la pharmacie.
The pharmacy.
Again, slowly now.
Yeah.
La pharmacie.
And these two, le médecin, la pharmacie, they're your sort of primary access points, right? Knowing these gets you started.
Definitely. Immediate, practical stuff. Now, what you might get there is un médicament.
Medicine.
Let's try that slowly. Un médicament. That's a medicine.
Pretty straightforward.
And describing how you feel. Two really common things our source mentions are headaches and fevers. So for headache, it's avoir mal à la tête.
Huh.
Hear that again, nice and slow.
Mm-hmm.
Avoir mal à la tête, literally to have pain in the head, so to have a headache.
That structure is important. We'll come back to that.
We will. And for a fever, you'd say avoir de la fièvre,
Mm-hmm.
slowly. Avoir de la fièvre, meaning to have a fever.
Got it.
Then, after seeing the doctor, you might get une ordonnance.
A prescription.
Let's say that slowly. Une ordonnance.
Crucial piece of paper sometimes.
Exactly. And what you do with that prescription is acheter des médicaments.
Buying the medicine.
One more time, slowly. Acheter des médicaments, to buy medicine.
So you see how these terms connect. Doctor, pharmacy, medicine, symptoms like headache and fever, prescription. It builds a basic conversation toolkit right there.
It really does. It's the core language you'd need immediately.
Exactly. They form the backbone of that initial health conversation.
Okay, so knowing the words is great, but how do they actually, work in a real exchange? Our source gives a really neat little dialogue example.
Yeah, this is helpful because it shows the flow.
It's a common scenario. Let's walk through it. Imagine person A walks in, maybe to the doctor's office. They start with, Bonjour, docteur, je me sens pas bien.
Hello, doctor. I don't feel well.
Let's hear that French again slowly.
Bonjour, docteur. Je ne me sens pas bien.
Clear and direct.
Then person B, the doctor perhaps, asks, Quels sont vos symptômes, daughter?
What are your symptoms? Standard question. And slowly. Quels sont vos symptômes A?
Mm-hmm.
Now, person A uses those terms we just learned. J'ai mal à la tête et de la fièvre.
I have a headache and a fever, see? Using the avoir form.
Exactly. Let's repeat that slowly. J'ai mal à la tête et de la fièvre.
Perfect.
Then the doctor, person B, offers the next step. Je vais vous donner une ordonnance pour des médicaments.
I'm going to give you a prescription for some medicine. Straightforward plan.
Let's hear it slowly. Je vais vous donner une ordonnance pour des médicaments.
You can follow that logic easy.
And finally, person A responds, Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. Can't go wrong with that one.
Let's just hear it slowly. Merci beaucoup.
So what this little exchange shows is efficiency, right? It gets the essential information across very quickly using that core vocabulary.
Yeah, I doubt.
For you, learning, it's like a mini script, a foundation you can build on. It shows how those vocabulary pieces click together.
It definitely makes it less intimidating. Which brings us perfectly to that grammar point you mentioned, the one that often trips up English speakers.
Yes, the verb avoir.
Right. Avoir means to have. But in French, you use it for health states where English often uses to be. Like we say, I am sick.
But in French, you typically have the condition.
Our source points out the structure, avoir mal à, meaning to have pain in. We saw in the dialogue, j'ai mal à la tête, I have a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Let's repeat that phrase slowly again. J'ai mal à la tête.
And this is, well, it's fundamental. It's not just a random rule. French often frames states like health, but also age or hunger as things you possess.
Oh, right, like j'ai faim for I am hungry. Literally, I have hunger.
Exactly. So thinking in terms of having the symptom or condition helps you sound more natural. It's about aligning with how the language kind of conceptualizes these things.
That's a really neat insight. It's not just grammar. It's a bit about perspective.
It is. Our source gives other examples too, like j'ai mal à la gorge.
I had a sore throat.
Let's hear it slowly. J'ai mal à la gorge. Still that avoir mal à structure. Pain in the throat.
And the other one we learned earlier for fever. J'ai de la fièvre.
I have a fever.
Slowly again. J'ai de la fièvre. Notice it's not mal here, just avoir de la fièvre.
Right. Slightly different construction for fever itself, but still using avoir. Getting the hang of this avoir usage for health is honestly a huge step towards fluency in these situations. Avoids those common je suis mal type errors.
That's definitely key. Okay, shifting gears a bit now to something more cultural, but also super practical from our source. Pharmacies in France.
Ah, the Green Cross.
Exactly. If you're looking for La Pharmacie, there's this incredibly visible sign. A big, bright, often flashing green cross.
You really can't miss them. They're everywhere.
They are. It's such a strong visual cue.
And what's important for you to know is what that green cross signifies beyond just, a place to get medicine. French pharmacies are often more versatile than in some other countries.
How so?
Well, our source notes you can often buy medicaments there, sometimes even without that ordinance, that prescription we talked about. Obviously depends on the medication, but...
Right, maybe more over-the-counter options readily available.
Exactly. And perhaps even more significantly, the pharmacist, le pharmacien or la pharmacienne, is a highly trained professional who can offer quite a bit of health advice.
Ah, okay. So not just dispensing pills.
Not at all. For minor things, a cold, a small cut, an upset stomach, you can often walk in, describe your symptoms, and get reliable advice or treatment recommendations right there. They can often help you decide if you actually need to see le médecin.
That's incredibly useful, especially when you're traveling and maybe unsure about navigating the whole doctor system for something minor.
It's really empowering. Knowing you can just look for that green cross and likely get some immediate knowledgeable help is, well, it's a huge relief. It makes pharmacies a real cornerstone of everyday healthcare access there.
A very practical cultural insight. Okay, we've covered vocabulary, dialogue, grammar, even culture. Let's try to put a little bit of this into practice. Our source has a mini exercise, kind of a quick check-in.
Good idea. Solidify things.
So, using what we've learned, especially that avoir grammar, how would you say in French? I have a headache.
Okay, thinking back, you have the pain in the head.
Right. The answer is j'ai mal à la tête. Let's say it slowly together. J'ai mal à la tête.
Nailing that structure. Feels good when you get it right.
It does. Okay, next one. You've seen the doctor, and you need that piece of paper. How do you say, I need a prescription?
I need besoin. That's a besoin de. And then the word for prescription.
You got it. It's j'ai besoin d'une ordonnance. Let's repeat that slowly. J'ai besoin d'une ordonnance.
See, these aren't super complex sentences, but knowing them is incredibly powerful in the moment. They're real building blocks for taking care of yourself.
Absolutely. So just to recap this deep dive, you've now got some core French health vocabulary, from le médecin to acheter des médicaments.
Check.
You've seen how these words fit into a basic essential dialogue. You've tackled that key grammar point using avoir for health states, understanding it's about having the condition.
A really crucial distinction.
And you picked up that great cultural tip about the green cross for pharmacies, knowing they're often a source of advice, too.
Which is super practical knowledge.
It really is.
And it just underscores that learning a language, it really goes beyond just words on a page. It unlocks practical skills, cultural insights, especially for situations like health, where clarity is just so important.
Yeah.
Being able to explain how you feel, understand instructions, that brings a level of confidence and, frankly, safety that's invaluable when you're away from home. So keep exploring, keep practicing. These steps really do add up.
Definitely. Knowing these few key phrases for health is clearly empowering. But here's something to think about. How might mastering these basic conversational tools, even outside of just emergencies, actually deepen your connection to French culture and let you engage more fully with everyday life there? Something to ponder until our next deep dive.